It's your boy DROC here. Of course, we're talking about writer's block and why I don't think it's a real thing. First and foremost, if you're a real writer, really into music, you gotta understand that there's different types of writers. You have your therapeutic writers who write to get stuff off their chest. Spiritual writers, kind of the same thing. Excuse me. You have your like people that just write just to write for the love of the craft. A good one. A lot of people. I try to tell a lot of people about peripheral writers. A lot of people that go through these writer's blocks, I feel like are peripheral writers, and you need something stimulating you going on. Like a lot of people that can write when they're in their car, that's how you write. It's your peripheral vision has to be stimulated. So stop thinking that stuff is like, no, you just have to figure out how you write. What is the best situation for you to write in? And I think that will alleviate a lot of the stress. And another thing, just don't be stressed. Like, this is an art. At the end of the day, like, writing is an art. Music is an art. It's a language. People love to talk. I'm over here making a music video or a YouTube video, so people love to talk. So once you fall into that love of language and vocalizing your emotions, that's when you're a real writer. So whatever you say, whatever comes to your mind, keep it. Stop getting rid of you. That's a part of you. And to take it a step further, this might be a little extreme, but to me, I think God speaks through music. We all know that, actually. Well, we don't all know that, or we don't all believe it, but God speaks through us through music. And the one thing you have to realize is God doesn't always talk to you directly. A lot of people, I've never heard God talk to me, because you weren't listening or you didn't know how to listen. A lot of times God will talk to you through somebody else. A lot of times that's music. A lot of times that's your best friend telling you something. Oh, I don't know. I just had to tell you this because blah, blah, blah. Listen to that. Take everything in. So me thinking like that, stop throwing away your verses. Stop throwing away your hook. Stop throwing away everything. Keep it all. Because guess what? You can go back and change it. You can go back and revise it. There is nothing whack. I know a lot of people gonna hate this, but there's nothing whack. One of my favorite lines in battle rap is, when it's real, it don't have to rhyme, because there's a lot of true things that people say. Like, there's some stuff that you say to people, like, there's no way to preface it. There's no way to soften the blow to tell somebody something crazy like that. And that's the real hard, honest truth. And I love truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you rock the truth. That's one of my names. So stop giving away what God is placing on your heart. Keep that. You might think it's trash, but guess what? You can go back and change it. Go back and change it. Give it some time. Think about it. You can change a line of it. You can change how you say it. It's all about how you package it and present it. So even then, sometimes you never know. Once it comes to you, you never know how you're going to give it to people. But still, like, stop giving it away. I guarantee any person that thinks writer's block is real, they've deleted a ton of verses. And probably good verses. Stop doing that. At the end of the day, shoot, send them to me. I'll come up with something with them. I can find somebody else that will come up with them. And I mean, I work with, shout out In Session, first and foremost, In Session Production, one of my producers and my engineer, DC Music, King at Crown, Lyrical, Cheesus, who else have I worked with? I'm looking to work with more people, but I think that might be it. But I guarantee I've seen, like, even Garcon Cardigan, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've sent them stuff and they're like, I don't know about this DROC, you know. But I'm not getting rid of it. I might change how I approach it. I'm not getting rid of it though. I'm not deleting it because it's a part of me. And me as an artist myself personally, I want everything that I write down to be put out there. And actually, I'm gonna take this time to even let y'all know. If I so happen to die, I don't know why I put that in air quotes because everybody dies, but if I die, release everything that I have. I don't care if you gotta have. Actually, if I die, I hope I die before Halle Berry. This sounds bad, but have Halle Berry read all my raps just at my funeral, and I just want Halle Berry reading my raps. That's fire. That's fly. Like, please. But that's what I'm saying though. It's bigger than all of us. It's bigger than being whack. It's bigger than being trash. Like, me and Lyrical argue about this all the time. To me, G-Eazy's trash. I can't say G-Eazy's trash in Cali. They'll probably kill me and run me out of Cali. But, you know, like they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. This is still art. It's not to be judged. It's to be appreciated. And my favorite artist, Jean-Michel Basquiat. Go through all of his art and you can see his thought process. Look him up right now if you don't know who he is. One of the best African American artists there is. He scratched out ideas. He painted over ideas. He put newspaper articles over his ideas. And you can see his real life thought process through his art. Because that's what art is. He did that back. I don't even remember. I don't know what year he came out, but how we doing these YouTube videos and how we doing all of this behind the scenes stuff, he did behind the scenes live in his art while on drugs. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is your excuse? Like, stop throwing it away. Give it to us. Bring it to us how you want to. You ain't gotta. There's no time crunch, but stop throwing it away. And you won't have no writer's block. I guarantee you. There's sometimes that I can't write. Like, I might come up with, but I'm not. I'll go through that for like 5 minutes, but it's not. I'm writing something down today. Like, it's going to go down. And if I have to revisit it and change it another day, then so be it. And not to talk down on anybody, but I think a lot of it is self-consciousness. Because you hold yourself to a higher ideal, which is good. But I think that's later in the process. I think you get out what you need to get out, and then you edit it. I think we try to edit on the way of getting stuff out, and that's where we run into a brick wall. Because you can't art and what am I trying to say? You can't censor art. So you can't write a song and try to package it how you want it to be. You can write the song and then package what you wrote how you want it to be, but it can't be a fluid process. And I think that's where a lot of people will hit a wall. Stop trying to control and contain what you think and how you feel. It does not work like that. I don't know. But that's how I feel. I'm very interested. Yeah, comment below why you think you have writer's block. If it's different from what I've been saying. And we can, you know what I'm saying? Send me something. We can talk. Hit me up. We can definitely talk about stuff. We can definitely collab. I'm trying to collab more in the future with every person in Toledo. Definitely need some Pontiac artists. If y'all know any people from Pontiac, hit me up. In the world, Craig. Top flight writers of the world. Hit me up on all social media platforms, all music platforms. DROC. There is no K. We about to turn up this year, man. Forget the quarantine. You know that I just go and I forget what was told. Yeah, man. So I'm all about progress. We're not looking back no more. They can't hold us in. They can't hold us down. Whatever other cliches I want to say. Shout out Ron Goodall pushing me to do these. Hopefully I can make another one today. Comment what y'all want me to talk about too. If y'all got any other topics, send me other stuff to talk about. Like, subscribe, share, all of that. Like, subscribe, share, view, like, yeah, something like that. Do all of that stuff. Yeah, I'll let you boy. Thank you for listening.